Hey guys, what's up? This is Wally with Beach River Landscapes. Today we're going to show you five mistakes we have made when it comes to hiring guys for the job. Stay tuned. Alright guys, I get a lot of questions when it comes to this, and it's what kind of mistakes have I made or we made in the past when it comes to hiring guys for the job. So mistake number one, I'm going to do the opposite. Most people start off with the smallest mistakes to the biggest. I'm probably going to randomly go from the biggest to the smallest, and it's in no particular order. Okay? So one of the biggest things that I've personally made a mistake in doing when it comes to hiring guys is hiring people without doing an in-person interview. Yes, I have done that more times than I probably should have. I've even had Leah go, you haven't even met this dude yet, so yeah, I'm really guilty about that. So that's probably the biggest mistake that I have made in all of the years when it comes to hiring guys for the job is not meeting them in person and only talking to them on the telephone. All right, guys, number two mistake that I have made when it comes to hiring guys for the job, that would definitely be not doing background checks. And that has come back and bit me in the rear end so many times, and I already know, do a background check. Check the person's background, because you just don't know what you're getting into with some of these dudes. And then you end up wishing that you would have done that later on in the beginning. So, background checks, very important. Number three on a very long list would be trusting the guys to do the job. I don't know how many times over the years I have lost clients because I have really entrusted the guys and not double checked their work. It's not something I do anymore. It's something that I did for a period of time, and it actually really cost me a lot of clientele by doing that. No matter how good you think your guys are, it's just almost inevitable that they're going to do something and you not catch it because you're not checking up on them and screw it all up. So check your guys. You can trust them all you want on one level, but when it comes to not checking your properties and going behind them to make sure everything's getting done the right way, nope, you definitely need to check your guys. I've seen the best guys in the world just kind of get burned out and just come straight out and just lie on report sheets and just lie on things. So trusting the guys is just a really big thing, and I trust our guys now and all that, but I'll never not check on properties ever again. So trusting these guys can be good, and then sometimes they can be bad. All right, guys, a fourth mistake that I have made when it comes to hiring guys for the job is not doing a drug test. I don't know how many times people have just said, oh, I don't do this, I don't do that. Next thing you know, they're doing this, they're doing that. They're not showing up for work, or they're asking guys on the trucks where they can get stuff, and the other guys are looking at them like they're crazy. I think that drug testing can kind of eliminate or kind of scare off maybe the wrong kind of guys, for the job. Now, to say again, I'm not going to promote anything, but I have worked with guys that had issues, but they were amazing, amazing employees, amazing guys to work with. They just had issues. People have different things in their life that they got to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And we don't all deal with things the right way, and can't judge people for the way that they deal with things, but when it comes to work, that can be a really huge liability. Drug testing really needs to be something you consider when you start having multiple guys work for you. All right, guys, and a fifth thing that is a mistake when hiring a new guy, because you're in a hurry to hire them or they just sound really good on the telephone. You know what I'm saying? They sound educated, they sound articulate, they can they present themselves well, they can speak. Checking references. I've been really guilty about not checking people's references before, and I'm not saying this is stuff that we do now. these are things that were mistakes and that we learned from, or things that have come up and we're going to change when it comes to bringing guys on. References, I mean, that's pretty self-explanatory, especially if you're really good. In this town, if you are really, really good and you are unemployed a lot, that tells us something here. Not the case everywhere else, but here, if you're unemployed and you're really good, man, you might have some issues. And what I've found is it's issues with authority. That's what I have found. A lot of guys just do not like being told what to do. They don't like following crew leaders. They just don't like anybody giving them advice or anything like that. So usually if you don't have a job, that's kind of, what I've seen it come down to. So anyways, those are just 5 things that are along the lines of mistakes that we've made over the years. And there's a lot more. We'll cover on another time, or at another time, you know what I'm saying. But just those things alone, man, we'll hit on those. But the reason that I've hired guys without meeting them in person is being in a hurry, haven't had a chance. I'm really slammed that day. I'd really like to have the crew leader and the guys kind of, figure some things out, or work with the guys without the boss around, because there is something that can be said when the main bosses are not around, and what they consider just crew leaders being there, where they don't understand that we tell people that crew leaders are us. So when we're not there, they are just as important as we are. They are the owner in so many ways, authoritatively speaking, on that truck. So not meeting them, is a really bad mistake. But that's sometimes whenever I've come across not meeting them as person, like I said, I have something going on the next day. I'm so slammed. I don't have time to drive over to the shop, meet them. Like, hey, can you take care of this? Let me know how this guy is, and then I'll talk to him afterward. So that's why that's happened. It sounds silly. It sounds ridiculous. You're like, there's no freaking way. Get it, dude. I get it. I've said that to myself too, and I still have had them come in. So I've just had to deal with things and, handle things sometimes the only way I could at the moment. With the trusting guys, back in the day, I would trust guys to do work, and I would not check a property for like 3 months, and then the hedges were hitting the roof line, and they told me they're all done. And granted, it was a time where it was so busy, so much work. I'm on landscape jobs for like a month or 2 at a time, things like that, but I'll never do that again. That happened one year. It was years ago, but it happened one year, and it cost me dearly, man, trusting guys to do all of the work. So that's just it. It's not that I don't trust people. We have great guys now. I almost trust them with my life, but I would not check the properties any longer than maybe 2 or 3 weeks at a time. That's it. But I like to be on a property, so if I'm not busy, selling, if I'm not busy landscaping or something like that, I'm on the truck anyway. So I'm doing things way more hands-on as we grow than I ever have before. And it's because of mistakes, that I've made, in the past. And the things with like the references, man, I've had guys tell me so many great stories, Oh my God, I was in charge. I had a guy one time tell me that he was the foreman on a golf course that was 100 and something acres, and that he maintained, he mowed, he landscaped, he irrigated everything. I'll never forget this dude. I forgot his name. So anyways, I'll never forget having him to work. Dude didn't even know how to start the weed eater. And we're paying him good, man. Starting him off really good. And didn't know how to use a weed eater. Didn't know how to trim hedges. He was just kind of whacking them, doing a U-shape, swing with the hedge trimmers. Man, it was just horrific, dude. Oh my God. Anyways, guys, I don't want to make this long, just a couple minutes, because I get asked a lot, what are some things to look out for when you're hiring guys? If you're hiring guys, if you're staying by yourself, good deal, you don't have to worry about this. But when it comes to hiring guys, those are just 5 things to take into consideration. To take into consideration when hiring these guys. Anyways, guys, I'm going to take off. I got some things to do. We'll catch you next time. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, I know I never asked you to, but it'd be awesome if you did. Until then, you guys take it easy. Go get it. Stay awesome.